What is missing for the Dallas Cowboys? When it comes to his Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones cares about only one thing, or should care about one thing. It's not only that they finished 12-5 last year and made the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. And it isn't just that they have gone 24-10 in the previous 2 seasons. Howdy Cowboys. Don't miss any Dallas Cowboys latest news. Subscribe to our channel now. My name is Mark Oviedo, and this is Dallas Cowboys Today's News.
Play smarter on stake.
It's the fact that the Cowboys have yet to win a Super Bowl in 27 years. That's all there is to it, and it serves as the backdrop for where they go from here with a brand that is always in a win-now attitude. Jones, the 80-year-old owner, understands that the foundation for a championship is in place: a franchise quarterback, a powerful offensive line, dynamic playmakers, and a defense commanded by one of the game's top pass rushers. He also realizes that something is still lacking, a piece of the puzzle that would propel them to the top. What exactly is it? And how will the Cowboys do it with retaining the foundation of their 12-win team? That is the issue Jones and returning head coach Mike McCarthy face. Here's a few insights about Cowboys' offseason scenario. Cap space is an estimate. They are now $7 million over the salary ceiling of $224.8 million, per overtheCap.com. They have some work to do, which will almost certainly include adjusting the contracts of quarterback Dak Prescott, who has a cap number of $49.1 million in 2023, and DeMarcus Lawrence, $26 million. If the Cowboys don't fire him outright, RB Ezekiel Elliott, $16.7 million, is expected to face a restructuring or salary reduction as well. They may also eliminate some other big names, such as LT Tyron Smith, a $9.6 million savings. The end of Ezekiel Elliott era. It might be. He'll be 28 in July, but he was the Cowboys' second-best rushing back behind Pollard for much of the season, averaging 876 yards per game. He did, though, record 12 touchdowns, demonstrating that he can still be a short-yardage force. Nevertheless, he has a lot of miles on his legs, as he did not have a 100-yard game this season and has only surpassed 80 yards 3 times in his past 27 games. That's not good for a guy making $10.9 million with a cap of $16.7 million. He stated that he would be open to a wage reduction, but the Cowboys want cap space and can clear $10.9 million of it by making him a June 1st cut. That's more than the $10.1 million they'd need if they put Pollard on the franchise tag. The coach changes. Kellen Moore, the Cowboys' offensive coordinator, received the blame for the team's struggles down the stretch, despite a smooth transition to the Chargers' offense. Brian Schottenheimer, who worked as a consultant for the Cowboys last year, took his position in Dallas. This, though, will be McCarthy's offensive in 2023. The plays will be called by the head coach, like he did in Green Bay. Conversely, the return of defensive coordinator Dan Quinn, who was once again one of the hottest names on the head coaching interview circuit, was the finest coaching news of the summer in Dallas. He interviewed with the Broncos, Cardinals, and Colts before returning to the Cowboys, where talk will persist that he would be McCarthy's eventual replacement. To summarize, the Cowboys' window isn't precisely shutting, but each year they make it a bit harder to keep it open. They can do pretty much everything they want this offseason, but it will come at the expense of losing some of their own free agents and/or restructuring contracts to postpone their cap concerns. But, honestly, who cares about the future when you have an 80-year-old owner and a historic organization that is approaching the conclusion of its 3rd decade without a Super Bowl? The Cowboys must be all about now, investing like the Eagles in a 2023 run. It's too late to be conservative. They have the makings of a championship squad. Now they simply have to do whatever it takes to go to the top. It just does not appear that they will. What's your opinion? Put it in the comments. It is very important to the Dallas Cowboys nation. Stay tuned.